The following is part 2 of a 4-part series on developing weather-ready schools produced by the National Weather Service, Chicago. In this video, we will cover the key components that should be included in every school's hazardous weather plan. Developing a plan is the first piece of being prepared for hazardous weather. The plan should account for lightning, flooding, winter weather, severe thunderstorms, and tornadoes. The most important part of any severe weather plan is designating a weather watcher. A weather watcher is responsible for analyzing the daily forecast and must be familiar with the weather phenomena and terminology used by the National Weather Service, such as watch and warning. A weather watcher is a position and not just a single person. This role needs to be filled at all times, including before, during, and after school, especially at extracurricular activities. Ideally, the weather watcher has the authority to initiate the severe weather plan. Communication is another key piece to the success of your plan. Communication should begin when hazardous weather is forecasted, such as a briefing with your staff on the potential. Here is an example of a severe weather briefing. By including the weather hazards, timing, and a graphic, staff will be able to interpret the risk. Regardless of the situation, response is always enhanced when people are already aware they may need to change their plans. When severe weather strikes, notifying students and staff to seek shelter is usually done over the PA system and with an emergency pop-up window on computers. But what if the power goes out? Do you have a contingency plan, such as a megaphone at arm's reach? You should also have a means to communicate with off-site classes or sports teams who may be traveling. Communication with parents is another factor that needs to be considered. Parents may be frantically calling the school wondering about their children. An automated voice message, text, or email explaining students are in shelter may be reassuring for parents. We also recommend developing a relationship with your local emergency manager. All these beforehand considerations will help facilitate action when a situation arises. A sheltering strategy is the next part of your plan. We recommend shelter areas be identified by an engineer or architect familiar with each building's design. Never open or close windows before seeking shelter. Time is of the essence when there is an imminent threat. Areas with large span ceilings and temporary buildings should be evacuated as they are the most vulnerable. Always shelter on the lowest floor, in small interior rooms or hallways. Marking these locations with signs will help assure staff and students they are in the right locations. Each person should be able to reach a shelter location in less than 3 minutes. Keep in mind that you or the weather watcher will need a way to continue to monitor the weather while in the shelter location. Documenting your plan is another integral part of being weather ready. Make sure you keep the plan simple. Plans that are long and full of bureaucracy quickly become useless. By documenting your severe weather plan and following our guidelines, your school can easily become a storm-ready school. A storm-ready school is publicly recognized by the National Weather Service, state, and local emergency managers. Your community will know that the district is doing all it can do to protect the lives of students and staff. Application and participation is free. Contact your local weather service office for an official application or more information. Thank you for watching, and this concludes part 2 of our Weather Ready Schools series.